witch has the power and it needs witching hours, so you better off elsewhere tonight. Witch among us, and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Away, 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 away. Just stay out of the woods, 'cause she's up to no good unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power, so you're better off elsewhere tonight. Oh, oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Off the Grill. There's me, steak sauce. I know it's been a while. It's been over a month, 40 days, according to Anchor.fm, a lovely sponsor. But I'm back. I apologize for getting out of it. November's a shitty month, just like October, as I've said before. So hopefully, here on out is smooth sailing and be able to do this a little more on schedule. No promises. I am a piece of shit after all. But with me today is a special guest for this audio-only edition. One of my oldest, dearest, ugliest friends.
Aww.
Mr. Ben Juchniewicz.
Hello.
Bass player for the Scarecrow Show.
Don't look us up, we suck.
Nah, they do suck something fierce, but if you've been here since the beginning, since the intro, The Witch, the intro song for Off the Grill here, done by the Scarecrow Show, one of my favorite songs that they do, and frankly, just one of my favorite songs. Ben, how are you?
Doing well, man. So glad to be here on this drive that we already agreed to take.
Yep.
We're coming up with this idea.
Yep, I decided, and posed the opportunity to a young Benjamin that we do a little podcast down the road, coming from New Jersey, headed back to parts unknown, the outskirts of Buffalo, New York, where the sun is shining in my fucking eyes, and these sunglasses that I earlier said did the trick have ceased to do so.
But at least they look good.
They goddamn do.
Blues Brothers vibes.
Yeah. Blues Brothers.
Yep, that's us. I always thought.
We look the same. You're definitely a dead ringer for Dan Aykroyd in his later years. And I feel like me and fucking John Belushi could have gotten along well.
Why is that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Similar interests, huh?
We love the band Fear. So Ben, where you been this last couple months? You've not been stateside.
No, sir. I got the hell out of the States for a couple months here. I had enough of COVID and shitty people. So I went over to the little city of Subotica in Serbia. And over there I was working with an organization that provides some like essential care for the mass population of refugees that move across the Balkans.
Super Titsa.
Super tits.
And they all have large breasts over
Yeah,
there.
every one of them.
That's
Yep, the men.
the men and the women.
Usually larger on the men.
Yes. To show dominance.
Right.
Because dudes rock. That's what made you want to do that? Because I couldn't ever imagine helping another person.
Yeah, so I had a job which was fucking the epitome of corporate America, 9-to-5 bullshit office job.
Sure.
I was an accountant, but I don't feel like an accountant, right? It's boring work.
You don't look like one either.
Yeah. But definitely just wasn't the right thing to do. So I had a lot of free time this last summer, especially with COVID. So I just tried to find cool, different ways to use my time and actually help people, other than just helping rich assholes become a little bit richer, a little bit asshole-ier.
Yeah, he's the accountant for one Donald Trump Jr.
Yeah.
I hear.
Yeah,
He spends a lot of money on gummy worms.
he uses them as bait when he goes hunting in
Ah.
Mongolia.
Yes.
Yeah. Mongolian reindeer.
Goddamn Mongolians. But, so
Yeah, I went over to Serbia for a while and had a fucking blast doing it.
it's good.
Really fun over there, dude.
Yeah, we were supposed to have you back for Thanksgiving, but something happened. I don't know.
Yep. I felt like staying
Plans
a tad longer.
plans changed.
But here we are.
Love those big titty men. But it's good to be back. It's I just figured I'd have you on the show here. And
Here.
I'm not great at doing segues. So what kind of movies you like? 'Cause I know I've introduced you to a couple, kind of odd 80s slashers and shit like that. But maybe beforehand, was like Avatar was your favorite movie? I think for a time.
Yeah, no, forever and always it will be my favorite movie. Anything from James Cameron. So really, if it's not the Titanic or Avatar, I haven't watched it, won't watch it, refuse to talk about it.
I get it.
Do you have any questions about Avatar or Titanic?
Do you like blue?
Not really. So that's the funny thing. I always, when I watch Avatar, I picture them just being regular colors.
Regular meaning white.
Yes. What else?
Sure.
What other colors?
Of course. It's, the racism that I have come to know from you.
Absolutely. Racist basis.
Racist basis. That's what they called you.
Chinese food, but not
Is that,
people.
if I remember a couple months back, there was a little cancel culture action sent your way.
Yeah, our old guitar player, Ray, he was accused of some bad shit, and kind of also said some bad shit.
He said some...
Well, all right, here's the deal. The instances which were picked out as problematic were actually some of his more mild posts.
Yeah, and that's true. But they were mild to the point where it's like, just shut up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, grow up.
Yep. I feel like this situation was the epitome of what's wrong with both sides of the narrative around what we all call cancel culture.
Yeah.
Surely Ray said some shit which is pretty, in some people's eyes, pretty egregious, very disagreeable, and is, for some people, grounds enough to no longer support the band.
Right.
Which is entirely fine, right? You should be able to support
so you don't have to fucking like the band. I get it.
And you could even like the band's music, but disagree with them personally, politically, whatever, and no longer support them. Totally fine. Where you have to draw a line, however, is you have to draw this line in the sand between where you're going to, how far you're going to take it, I guess, right? How far you'll push the envelope in terms of no longer supporting them yourself, or just going out there and
trying to take food out of their mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, all right, if you don't like them, great. Just shut the fuck up.
Right.
Move on.
Yep, absolutely.
But when you spend your life fucking online trying to get gigs canceled, and, get people to stop fucking buying their CDs and shit like that, or whatever, means of entertainment,
right?
It happens to be, stand-up comedy. That shit happens a lot.
All the time, right?
But,
and to me, the worst part is you you face this issue where these charges are brought against you, right? Someone says you're racist, you're sexist, or something, and you're never really given the chance to get back on even grounding again. You can't catch your footing because you're already playing behind the 8 ball at this point. You already have to pretty much just say you're sorry and you fucked up and you move on. Now, in some cases, one may even say in Ray's case, that might be the proper thing to do, right? Because it might be that, yeah, you fucked up, you said some really shitty stuff. But that was my gripe with this whole situation that we had gone through. I went on and I tried to act as somewhat of a mediator, saying, first off, we always try our best to be apolitical, and we the band espouse ourselves of Ray's views. That's his own personal view. If you no longer support us, that's fine. But please, before charging us as racist
neo-Nazis,
right?
Fucking like over a joke where the only Kamala. I mean, it's Kamala, but the only that I know is the fucking wrestler. A picture of the wrestler, the fucking the old black fucking Ugandan giant guy, Jim Harris. But that's funny. Okay, first off, as a wrestling fan, that's funny. It's haha, same name. It's a little clever. It's not really funny. Let's not give it too much fucking credit. But it's harmless. It's fucking harmless.
Absolutely.
Like, he's not going out and saying, oh, fuck the Joes.
Yeah.
I want all these fucking brown people melted.
Right. Absolutely.
It's get it.
So,
but
so that
I've always known him to be fucking kind of a liberal.
Yeah, absolutely. So
like,
that's
why I'm saying, like, of all fucking out of the three of you, for it to be him,
right? And so that's why I think that post, because the people who brought this up had kind of shared 2 of Ray's old posts. That one to me kind of just seemed like clickbait.
Yeah.
Here's something that's relevant. Here's something that some people might find offensive if they don't know the reference. Here we go. Here's more proof of how this guy's a scumbag. And the other one's much more controversial. And to anyone who disagrees with what Ray says and believes that he insinuated something racist, I totally see your point. It's a fucking bad thing to in the world we live in, to say anything other than Black Lives Matter does indeed undermine the Black Lives Matter movement, and I 100% support that. And to say something like White Lives Matter or All Lives Matter misses the mark by a lot. And that's a degree.
What was it that he said? He just said that only White Lives Matter? Was that what it was?
It was a post about some kid, I forget his name, who was shot.
It was the I can't think of his name either. Was it the one who was jogging?
No, it was some little kid. He was like 5 or 7 years old.
Oh, it was a little white kid, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And he was
he got shot.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what about him?
Yeah, right. And
okay, well, yeah, what about him? The cops fucking came and arrested the guy that shot him immediately.
Yeah, and there was justice immediately.
Right.
So this is a very bad example of White Lives Matter.
Because look, I don't like to get terribly political on this show.
Yeah.
Just because the algorithm turns the suggested videos after this fucking into awful C-SPAN garbage. But there are cases where you can say, well, this isn't like that. But this case is pretty fucking cut and dried. The little white kid got his fucking justice immediately.
Right.
There was no outcry. There was no fucking will they or won't they suspend the police. Nothing. Right. It wasn't 9 minutes of fucking some jerk off cop fucking kneeling on someone's chest.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I think we can all agree that that's a bad example of that's a bad example if one wishes to imply that there is systemic racism against white people in the political or in the criminal system, because that's really not the case.
No.
Quite the opposite, unfortunately. And that's why Black Lives Matter is a really important thing, and we 100% support it, personally and as a band. But here's the line. Ray, having posted something about White Lives Matter, is indicative, in my opinion, not of racism, but instead of ignorance. And there's a huge line here. One might say ignorance is racism, but let me back up and explain this a little more. Ray misses the mark on what Black Lives Matter means, I think. I truly believe that if it were to be explained to him, he would 100% agree with everything
it gets fucking wrapped up with these idiots that only Black Lives Matter. That's not the case.
Right.
It's not the case. It's the fucking fact that they're completely underrepresented and under fucking gotten justice for, whatever the fuck term you want to use for it. You know, it's whatever.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not, they need to have more than. No, they need to be equal to.
Absolutely. And these are all basic tenets upon which we can all agree.
Yes.
But, so by saying, you know, again, I say all, which is inclusive of Ray, I think that he does believe the exact same things. Yeah. He just doesn't understand what Black Lives Matter in and of itself means.
And again, it is ignorance because you guys live in a town, or you know, a series of towns that I remember when I lived up here. We could count on one hand the amount of fucking black people, or non-whites, and you could always, there's a new one. You could that's a new one. You know, absolutely. And then you tag them.
Right. Yeah, man. Really, I graduated.
Little thing on the ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, cattle. Awful white people.
Yeah, in a graduating class of 200, maybe 2 or 3 people of color in the whole class. And again, especially now in the information age, this isn't an excuse. So that's something that I'd like to say from the beginning. And I did say Ray posted some ignorant shit. Ignorance is not an excuse. We apologize on behalf of him. But please take it a step farther. Forgive him of ignorance and have a conversation. Open him up to these ideas of how that's not what Black Lives Matter means. That's not a proper response by saying White Lives Matter in this situation. And I guarantee that if you were to have this conversation, you would find that the space in between us is a lot smaller than you might actually think. The problem was, the most unfortunate thing throughout the whole situation, in my opinion, was that not a single person would have the conversation.
No one will, on either side.
Right.
Like, that's the problem with this country at this point, is that it's red and blue, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's no fucking gray. You know, it's black and white.
Yep.
It's green and red. It's teal and purple. Like there's no gray area.
Right.
Like it's no. You believe what I say exactly, or you're wrong and disgusting, and I don't want it. You don't exist to me anymore.
And as you said, you see the same thing on both sides, but there's no ability to rectify that space in between. It's okay, you believe me, great, check, move on. Or you don't believe me, now let me use
so you hate America.
Right, let me use rhetoric to tear you down personally and in your relationships. So really fucking up.
Folks, I promise this ain't gonna be the podcast, but this is something that, you know, I hadn't really gotten to chew the fat with about. Kind of wanted to do it, maybe clear some names or fucking finish filling some graves. Either way,
but either way, maybe it was for as shitty of a situation as it was certainly a learning experience, a way for us to grow as a band and reflect on some of the things that we either stand for or don't stand for.
Right.
Because it is in some ways kind of ignorant to say you don't stand for anything as a band and that you're apolitical, because really it's just a representation of our own personal beliefs. So we should have tried a little harder to, you know, put our values into the thing that we ourselves value so much. But that being said, I think we've moved on and learned from this. Ray has separated from the band. He's still a fantastic friend. Wish him all the best.
That's what I was going to ask too. Like, was there hard feelings with that, or was that?
I don't think so. I think it was actually a perfect storm, perfect actually being used as a positive thing in this case.
I always use perfect negatively.
Well, right, so perfect storm, usually it's like everything fucking, everything terrible. But really, it was everything that was so bad, it became something good, right? COVID popped off, we didn't really have any opportunity to play live. This went down, Ray was going back to school, and he was working, and everyone was really busy. So, okay, it just turned into the perfect time for him to transition out of the band without any real damage done to our ability to like play out live or anything like that, because there's no fucking live playing right now.
No, you guys did. I mean, at least one little. One of those. I don't know. A lot of comedians have been doing like the live stream.
Yep.
And how did you feel about that? Because
I would have felt a lot better if the Wi-Fi was stronger, because we were so far away from the router that it was.
What? I don't mean the one out in the barn. I'm talking. Because that one I agree with.
Right.
But when you did the one for the festival.
Yeah, that was super fun. Yeah, that was a good
But like
time.
for me, it'd be difficult. I feel like it's hard for me the little bit of singing that I've done in a band, it's hard to just do it to nobody, you know. And like stand-up comedians are doing like these shows like that. And they're starting to do like kind of like the socially distanced shows with people in the crowd. But you know, playing your songs or doing your act to a Zoom fucking recording,
right?
You know, like a Zoom meeting or whatever. There's got to be something taken away from it. You know, the energy, you know, because you fucking running around, climbing on stuff, defying gravity.
Yeah, I think a lot of it depends on your own recipe for entertainment. So, for me, there's a very high proportion of my reaction to our music, or any music that I play, is just my natural response and not a staged show, right? So at least 80% of the energy and enthusiasm I put into a live show will be there if absolutely no one in the world is watching, or if a million fucking people are watching. Right. So, and then,
well, you can't curse on my show.
I'm so sorry. Can we rewind?
No.
Oh, great. So, like, another 20%, sure, I embellish for the crowd if there is a crowd, and I fuck with the crowd, and, take their shit and, interact with them, whatever. But most of it is just a genuine reaction to something that I find to be so much fun.
Yeah, I noticed that you don't have a guitar face. Your whole body just kind of is. Like a lot of, you'll watch a guitar player get into, like, a solo or something,
right.
Like, their face just contorts. Yeah. Like they're, climaxing, for lack of a better term.
Right. And it never helps that they always just shove their axe right into their dick.
Yeah,
they just hold it up and guitar right on their crotch every time.
That's why I could never be a guitar player. I don't have the length. I couldn't get.
Right.
But besides that, even like on the drums, you kind of get into it. And fucking, your face is moving. Your face, it's almost autistic.
Yeah.
It's just lifeless, but your whole body is moving.
Right. I worked on that for a long time.
Yeah.
I just, before every show, I spend a couple hours just looking at myself in the mirror, just as blank of a stare as possible.
You just look like you're thinking about trains.
Yeah, no, I mean, usually it's trains. Sometimes I actually think about...
It's like circuitry.
No, it's planes sometimes. And then other times, automobiles come into my head.
Sure.
And then sometimes even, I think of all three and how they've all interconnected our world.
My God.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Those aren't pillows.
Which of those would you most likely... Which of those do you like the most? Planes, trains, or automobiles?
I'm a puzzle guy myself.
Yeah.
So,
what's the biggest puzzle you've ever completed, and what was the picture of?
Well, when I was a kindergarten or a preschool teacher, rather, not kindergarten, we're not that smart.
And you need a license for that.
Right. That's true, too.
That's fucked up, by the way.
That is. We'll get into that.
Okay. We
will. Me and yeah, fuck it.
Sure.
Why not? Just because there's a couple stories we can tell.
Let's do it.
So, we're not gonna give out the organization name because it is like a national organization.
Right.
But me and two or three of the kids, we put together an 8-piece puzzle once.
Wow, dude, that's like three pieces per person almost.
You know what? It didn't even take all playtime.
Damn, man. Good work.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah.
I do think about that on occasion.
What was the picture once it was assembled? Did you put them all together in like the right spots?
No, we just mushed them in.
So it's like a river.
I was strong enough to be able to dig into the puzzle so he get the pieces to fit.
Great.
See, that's the problem. The little kids, their fine motor skills aren't as developed.
Right. They're very weak.
And, their hands are small. Which is good, if you get someone with larger hands to kind of mash up things, and they can get their tiny hands in there and create space.
Yeah. But normally it's not really good for jigsaws.
No,
it's a mess.
Oh no. This is just for those 8-piece puzzles where it's just they got 8 different animals.
Yeah. And
you got to put it into a vaguely outline piece.
Well, that's what you were there for. That's what they paid you the big bucks for.
That's it. $7.51.
How much did you actually make of this job?
I got almost at $9, I think, before they canned me. Because the head teacher was a cunt. That's what it was. I wasn't bad at my job. She just didn't like me. So she fucking with lion makeup. She was a backstabbing whore, I think is the
technical term.
And most everyone, including your mother, would vouch for that.
Yeah, fair.
You know.
Well, fuck her. She had it coming.
Yep. And she weren't there either. She got fired for some stupid shit. I think because she left a kid outside.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. In like the cold fucking upstate New York winter.
And it wasn't the first time. The first time was in the summer, granted, but she left the kid outside in the fucking playground. So it's like, you're gonna give me shit,
right?
Because maybe, you know, I don't like to fucking jibber jabber on Fridays. I like to, you know, I'll put in extra time in during the week so I can, after the kids go home on their half day, I could clean up, put the shit out for next week and split,
right?
You know, at 2:30. You know, I'm not fucking fawning over donuts. Fucking fat cunt.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Also, it's not like she had fucking 40 kids running around. It wasn't that hard to keep track of.
It's like 18 kids in a classroom.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't seem too hard.
That old man was real close.
That's okay.
And he wasn't signaling over. He was just kind of coming.
Yeah. But let me tell you, the driving in Serbia is fucking atrocious.
Yeah?
People do not know how to drive. They're just, like, in New York and New Jersey especially, everyone's an asshole when they drive, but they always operate under the same assumptions. For example, you have 2 lanes becoming 1 lane. Everyone assumes that if you go to the very end of the lane, right before they merge, and you try to cut over, someone will let you in eventually. Yeah. And it always happens, and traffic kind of just coalesces into this weird, fucked up...
I don't let those people in.
You don't drive anymore.
Well, I used to drive when I drove.
Right. Sure, but someone behind you does, and eventually they get in, and it actually makes the system a little bit more efficient, right? Because you don't have everyone merging over too early.
It depends on, like, if it's the dick in the emergency breakdown lane, trying to sneak up
200 yards past the fucking cutoff. Yeah, fuck that.
He doesn't get let in.
Right.
I'll let, you know. It's that kind of you go, then I go, then, you know.
Yeah. If you're not impeding the flow.
Right.
No, but in Serbia, man, they just dart all over the fucking road.
I'll not go, you go, I'll not go. Be that I'm saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, we were driving to Belgrade and we got hit 3 fucking times in one day. Like a
God damn.
Drive. It was great. But no one over there cares, so you just fucking make sure there's no damage, you yell a little bit, and you keep going on your way.
But is this, I know in Russia they had the dashboard cams all over. Is there a lot of that in Serbia?
No, nothing at all.
Because that's a big thing. I know, like, Opie and Anthony would fucking...
Oh, yeah, because people would, like, ride on the fucking sidewalk. Right.
But it also there'd be cases of people would just, like, jump out in front of cars to fucking... Oh, you hit me! You know,
it doesn't seem smart in Russia.
Well...
They don't have fucking civil court like we do. You can't sue for damages or shit like that.
Maybe it's just like that's my enemy. I'll get him put in jail.
Yeah, I guess.
He ran me over. Look, I have tire tracks in mid-6.
Yeah.
You ever got new plates again?
Yeah, Excelsior.
I don't like them.
I don't either.
They remind me of the Sabres. They're fucking like the Sabres colors.
Yeah.
They're gay.
Yep. No, I like the old ones, not
the bad kind of gay, guys, not homosexual.
Right.
Like lame.
Don't cancel us.
Oh, you can't say lame either, because that's like a fucking cripple, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cripple.
Son of a bitch. What do you say? Horse heads.
Horse heads.
There's a branch of Pioneer Credit in this area, or Navient. Fucking shithole company. The fucking bloodsuckers.
We're just calling everyone out.
Dude, you know what?
Everyone.
I've been in this car since 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that point where I'm not real happy about it anymore.
Yeah, how do you think I feel with a 10-hour flight before
Yeah,
this?
you had your first class flight with fucking
gold. With fucking sleeping grandma right next to me.
Yeah, sleeping grandma, but fucking free gold dildos and shit. And I know you doubled up. Dr. Gay.
God damn it. Earlier, I tried to tell you something big about my life. I want to go back to school, old friend.
Yeah.
I want to further my
See,
education.
I'm going to go to
and
Johns
go.
Hopkins University. I mean, what, are you going to be a doctor? No. You're going to be a doctor of homosexuality. You're Dr. Gay.
Yeah.
And then he kept fucking, oh no, I'm going to be a Dr. Gay, MD. And then we tried to figure out what a doctor of homosexuality would do.
Right.
And we figured it out. It's just, he has sex with people that come in to find out if they're gay. It's just like, am I gay, doctor? Well, let's find out. Let's see if we can come to some sort of conclusion.
Also, it's a redundant name. Dr. Gay, MD.
Dr. Gay, MD. Well, don't they throw that on there because it's MD or PhD or DDS? Like, so you would still throw those initials on at the end. Imagine being a gay dentist. Oh, you're a gay dentist? I'm not gay, but this is gay dentistry. I don't know the difference.
Only work I can.
I think it's either cheaper or more expensive to get the diploma. I don't know. Whichever one is less insulting. Whoever was not going to get me fired.
Hey, this is a fun little segue, and I promise this might be the last thing I talk about
I'm going to
Serbia for.
No, listen, talk about Serbia as much as you want. Cause nobody that listens to this has been to Serbia.
Yeah, fair.
So it's all new information. It's not like, oh my god, I fucking know about the gargoyles.
So many gargoyles. So Serbia is one of the world's top destinations for dental tourism.
Oh, I think it was sex trafficking. That would have been my guess.
That's second.
Or gargoyle fucking exportation.
They make so many gargoyles. No, so dental surgery in Serbia is so cheap. You can get like a full bridge put in for like $100.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now obviously you didn't go to have any dental work done.
Not.
What do you know, like offhand, at least from like stories?
Yeah. I had a couple
like,
people who
what
like
is the
this dude had a
quality.
fucking world class, just as good as over here.
Shit.
Yeah. These people receive the same education.
I might have to. But sometimes it's the same education, but it's like, yeah, good enough. Good.
No, but here's the deal.
You give money. That's fine. That's fine.
Sometimes, but I think that gets.
That's plastic surgery in like Central America.
Yo, but like Brazilian plastic surgery is world class.
I don't find that it is. I can tell you that firsthand. They don't do great work. I mean, maybe some of them do, but there's enough of them that are charging just like $6 a fucking an appendage,
sure.
you know.
Yeah. Right.
It's just like, and they don't. It's not silicone. They just take fucking sand from the beach and just like kind of mush it in there.
Yeah, and I think that's people taking advantage of a otherwise really strong market.
Dumb whores.
Yeah, that's true. Right. But anyways, that's something that you see in the States so much, especially. People always try to justify our crazily high medical costs, saying, wow, we have the best doctors in the world. Bullshit!
No.
The Serbian dentists are just as good. The fucking cancer doctors in Germany are just as good, if not better. It's just a broken system.
100%. I agree on as far as that goes. I mean, fuck, I can't even afford fucking health insurance.
Yeah.
Which, you know, if these surgeons would charge a little less, these doctors would charge a little less,
right.
The insurance would cost a little less. Nah, I need that second fucking beach house. I don't want neighbors.
Right.
I need to own all the houses on the beach here.
Here's another thing. People that I met over there were absolutely fucking astounded by the cost of education. And I know that everyone fucking knows it's out of hand.
Yeah.
I had a friend who is a doctor. She's now working with Doctors Without Borders in Syria, which is fucking badass.
That's terrifying.
Right, dude. She's reading through the manual, and it's like 14-page manual on what to do if you get kidnapped.
Yeah. So is she just a doctor or is she a surgeon?
No, she's just a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if she has any good cleft palate stories. So I figure there's a lot of those over there.
In Syria.
Syria.
Yeah, there might be. I will ask her.
And what the fuck? You know, it's nothing to do with Serbia, but what the fuck's up with India? It's some of like the medical fucking maladies, like for lack of a term, I can't think of.
Yeah.
What I mean, like the
fucked up shit you see.
freak shows, the fucking freak shows. Like they're born with like 2 heads.
No, they're not. Oh yeah, some are.
Some are.
Yeah, but you see that
they have these fucking giant goiters like that cover your face.
Yeah, I think this is
Like what the fuck?
It's 2 things.
Is it
one,
just the overbreeding?
Yeah, I mean, again, 2 things here. It's one, just fucking simple statistics. You have 1 out of every 7 people on the planet is Indian. Odds are that you're more likely to. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, right. At least.
Yeah.
There's what, like at least 1 billion people.
But see, you don't see that. Well, I guess China's.
Dude, China. Do you know Elephant Man?
Elephant Man?
Yeah.
Not Chinese.
No, different Elephant Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's English.
Yeah, no, different Elephant Man.
Motherfucker.
This dude.
White power. That's our freak. That's,
Well,
I
now
shouldn't
there's a
shout.
newer,
I can't be
shinier,
shouting that on my
Chinese
fucking show.
elephant.
I'm gonna get put in jail.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We can start over at some point.
No, we're not gonna start over. We're 20 minutes or a half hour or something.
That's far enough.
I don't start over.
Well, we're gonna turn it around.
I'm a one take Johnny.
We can talk about nice things.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. We had the politics and science on this show. This was the first time that has happened.
Nice.
So that's just fine. It's not a bad thing.
Whoa, what the fuck is that?
Charles Grolf is calling you.
Oh, thank you.
Grolf.
I didn't realize. Oh, cool. Yeah, man, we get into some deep shit here.
Text message from Christine Bush.
Why are you talking? I said it's a different man.
Stop! We'll just turn it off. I don't know why we didn't
Tell
do
the
that.
lady to listen to the lies that I make.
Okay. Don't call her.
Now you're calling
What's
her.
happening? I'm gonna turn my phone off.
Oh, we have a Nissan that we're driving up in with dirty windows.
This is all broken. Fucking technology. Why does my phone have to be
Because you're
totally
not good at it. You try to not use it, so you're not familiar with it. I can use this fucking iPhone with dead sleep, and sometimes I do. They do this thing now. I don't know when it started. It started sometime over the fucking quarantine, where I think this is when I was just like not sleeping for days, and then I just like pass out, or like I like nod off as I'm doing shit, with texting, like doing shit on Twitter, or sometimes I'm playing fucking Madden, and I'll just like nod out in the middle of a play, like I'll snap the ball and just, whoops. Or like I'm riding along in Red Dead and fucking just trying to be good. All of a sudden, I had like a $400 bounty.
Right.
Somehow I didn't just get, like blown away right away. But I wake up and some like all my fucking apps are in different spots than they were. I've sent text messages sometimes, or made like fucking
Do these
DMs.
texts ever make sense?
No, it's just
Gobbledygook.
yeah, it's like the B button held down for an hour.
Bubba, wouldn't that only produce 1 B?
All right, maybe there's an N or a fucking apostrophe in there somewhere, but so it's probably not actually held down, but it's just like
Right.
bumped on.
Right.
Fuck off! It's a whole bunch of B's right in a row.
Okay.
All right, you little smartass.
Can you text without looking?
Not on smartphones.
Yeah.
I was a king on a little flip phone.
Right. What was that called? T9?
T9 Word, but I didn't use that.
Oh, you just click it a whole
I was
bunch.
a clickety click 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 click. 1 2 3 4 S. 1 2 3 4. Just flying through, man.
Yeah.
Texting succubus, that fucking dumb broad.
Fucking wild.
Her father got fucking arrested a couple months ago. He like threatened a bunch of like anti-Trump protesters with a knife. I ain't moving. I got this knife. Then the cops came. Some shit like that. I don't remember, but fuck her.
Yeah.
Ruined my life. And that's why I do cocaine.
Succubuses.
Yep, and talk to prostitutes that dance on stage.
Why did she come up the other day? A couple months ago, maybe. We were talking about her.
I don't know. Probably just like a...
You know that story about the Meth Bust?
Yeah, wasn't her brother?
No, her new boyfriend.
New boyfriend.
Yeah.
There you go. That's good.
And then it ended up with him getting his ass kicked with brass knuckles.
That's right.
And he has no teeth anymore.
That's right.
And then he picked up the shotgun and used the butt to break the teeth out of the redneck number 2.
Out of the other one.
Who then shot holes in the house. Yeah.
Western New York, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, I'm glad it fucking...
Stick around too
As
long.
much as in the moment that broke my heart, god damn it, was it good I got out of there.
Yeah.
Unscathed, mostly.
Uh-huh.
Untrusting also, but...
Right. But at least you don't do anything illicit where you are now.
Right.
You're really on the straight
Totally
and narrow.
just straight and narrow. That's a good fucking song,
It
man.
really is a good song. So,
I sing it better than John does. I will say that.
yeah,
I do. I think so. Or at least I did. Probably not now.
give it to us.
No, I can't because I can't hear it. I don't sing. I can't sing a cappella. But I used to, because I would remember at the end of the song I'd sing it.
Yeah.
But then fucking there was like the straight and narrow. I would go high,
Yeah.
and he would go low, and it fucking sounded cool.
Yeah.
And he took that out of the song when you guys fucking did it for Scarecrow Show.
Right.
Still fine. It's great. It's, definitely it's the best the sound the fucking instrumentals have ever sounded.
Yeah.
Just because it's not on an 8-track fucking recorder.
Right. And that stop in the middle before that bass drop
Yeah.
comes in, fucking heavy, man.
Yeah,
It really
that's
is.
great too. Crashed is the answer.
It is the answer. Finally, we're home.
We are
Yeah.
home, baby. They know what the answer is.
That's right.
It ain't science. Fucking nerds. It's all about the Lord. Jesus is Lord. Hear me.
Serbia's highest bishop got COVID a couple months ago, and he died. and so the second highest bishop went to his funeral.
Got COVID.
Yeah, because they shared the wine glass or whatever,
Jesus
so all
Christ.
of them got COVID. And then the second highest bishop died. So now there's a nice mural
That's
to him.
fucking... That's embarrassing.
Right.
How stupid.
Yeah, and people are shitting on people in like Muslim countries for their mass gatherings around like Ramadan, and
But they got masks on.
Right, exactly.
I mean, it's, like a whole head thing, but their faces are covered.
Right.
But like that's and that's why I don't have a fucking problem with that. But like the Hasidic Jews in Brooklyn a couple months back, like you're just being a jerk off. Like, wear the mask. You're not even wearing masks. Yeah, we're just going together and fuck boys, but cover it up better than even the Catholic Church does. We don't just move the priest when something happens. We take the boy with them, and they never be seen again. And then we chop off this excess skin of the penis and suck their blood straight from this source. It's belly. What a Jewish accent that's not, huh?
Right.
I can't do it. I don't know. Fucking
That was more Borat than Jew.
yeah. And I was trying to that's why I started just mumbling. Cause, all right, if I mumble through it a little bit, then it won't sound so much like more.
Enunciate.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't do a Jew voice now.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's probably it's for the best. But
Yeah, you shouldn't try it.
oh,
Hey, that was good.
$14 for a sandwich. A little high, I think. I don't
You got
know.
the good. That was good at the end of the sandwich.
A Murray Amsterdam sandwich. It's a potato bun with the cream cheese and lox.
The one and only steak sauce, ladies and gentlemen.
Ugh, gross.
I told you about my fucking idiot friend staying at the rich chick's house with the lox before, right?
Yes! Oh my God! Please tell that story, because
This is great.
this story did not get told here.
I stayed with a friend a couple years ago in Westchester, near New York City. Fancy fucking neighborhood, a huge multi-million-dollar home.
Westchester's Bestchester.
That's right.
That's what they say.
And they're absolutely fantastic people, so they invited me over, as well as a couple of my friends.
They're
who are-
Sri Lankans.
They're Sri Lankans, and they're fucking dumb.
They're stupid,
They're so
but I
stupid.
like them.
Right,
I like
exactly.
them.
Because of shit like this.
Yes, because they're just idiots. They're fucking...
Exactly.
Like, they're intelligent,
but so dumb.
Dumb.
Yeah, exactly. So, the father took us out to see New York City, and the Sri Lankans had never been before, so he took us around, we saw everything. Then he took us to this little shop, well, not little anymore, this the shop on the Upper West Side, called Zabar's, right off the park.
Yeah.
And it's like this old-timey Jewish bakery that sells, what this guy said, were the best bagels in town. Okay, so we get the bagels, and you put the schmear on there, and you get the lox, fucking loaded up $15 bagels, and we take them back home to Westchester with us. We get home, and we start to eat the fucking things. I love it. Lox are fantastic. Everyone else is, chowing down on it. The fucking Sri Lankan twins take a bite, and they both hate it. But they're so fucking awkward that they, wouldn't just say, "Excuse me, I don't like this. Can you take this gross-ass salmon off of my bagel?" No. They instead go into the bathroom, both of them at the same time, and they go into one of the 8 bathrooms in this fucking house. And you hear the toilet flush, they come out, no more bagels. For the rest of the whole week that we're there, every time you flush a toilet in this $1 million home, little chunks of salmon come up to greet you.
It seems like the toilets are all locked up. I wish the window would have broken. Oh shit. Yeah, that's fantastic. Those are fucking idiots.
It's funny, right? How you can have some people who are so smart in school, and they can fucking take any test.
A plus, A triple plus.
Yep.
The vaunted A triple plus. But then just like
no comment.
Walk down the street and don't get fucking mugged.
Right.
And they couldn't do it. You give them 10 chances, fucking 10 times they're getting mugged.
Absolutely, man.
That's my sister, my oldest sister, is that way. She's always fucking studious, great grades, just no real world skills. Like, I mean, she's doing fine now, but like all in like school and shit. And the first year or two out of fucking high school, she was lost. Just, I wear business. I'll watch Dragon Tales. I don't know if she still watched Dragon Tales at that point, but she definitely watched like Disney Channel horse shit, like the Wizards of Waverly Place, the Gay Vampires or something. Drake and Josh. Other Dan Schneider fucking sex vehicles. This is a fat creep. You know about Dan Schneider? Oh, man, I don't want to get into it too much. But he's just fat fucking... You guys didn't grow up with cables. You don't know All That or Good Burger or anything. None of this stuff. So in Good Burger, he was like the fat manager guy. But he's also behind the scenes. He was like Nickelodeon's top producer. So he's like a talent finder, this, that, and the other. But he's kind of a pedophile. Like, there's rumors that he is Jamie Lynn Spears' baby daddy. She was on a show called Zoe 101. I didn't watch it. I was kind of... This was like the era where I was kind of growing out of like the cartoons and Nickelodeon shit. But she was on it, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, I gotta leave." Like, she was the star of the show. She was Zoe 101. So then it was Zoe 102. No. But it's like she's, "Oh, I'm pregnant, so I gotta just like fucking disappear."
Right.
So there's rumors that like he fucking paid her off and just like go away.
And did they get a new Zoe?
I don't know. I think they probably did. Or it was like Roseanne. Like if they didn't change the name of the show to The Connors, they just killed Roseanne off and kept it Roseanne. They did kill Zoe 101 off. She did a fucking speedball on the show. Yeah. And they had her all fucking like blown up like Chris Farley was at the end.
Real kid friendly.
Yeah. But like he's got a real foot fetish thing. Like you could see it on his Twitter. I don't know if he still has it, but like all this shit, like, "Oh, send in your feet pics," and he under the guise of some kind of like contest. But it's just so you could jerk off to him. But he'd be like like Amanda Bynes fucking like lost her mind. She's one that's lost her mind because of fucking shit that's supposedly happened on his watch and of his doing. What the fuck's her name? The fucking little brown. She's Italian, but she looks Spanish. She's like one of the biggest pop stars in the world. I can't think of Ariana Grande. Like she's kind of probably not fucking too great, but she was on a show with a white girl. That white girl's crazy now because of the fucking foot shit. But I don't know why I'm telling you this. Like
Always the feet.
it kind of is. Those little tootsies.
Little aside here. Whenever someone says like, they just can't find a job, they can't find any money.
I want to fuck your feet.
Right. Because it's just fucking mind-boggling how these days you can make money doing anything online. And fucking selling pictures of your feet is the prime example.
Yeah.
So fucking easy.
It's
ridiculous.
It is fucking nuts. The only thing that's nuts, you just get like fat girls now that just like have dudes pay them to eat food on camera.
Right.
I haven't looked into it, and I always say I'm going to. I want to see if there's some chicks that'll watch a fat guy eat food. Or dudes. I'm
sure there are. I mean,
if I could fucking stay home and just like have to eat, alright, I gotta eat 2 hoagies.
Right. Also, just think of the math, right? You have, at this point, at least 3 billion people in the world who are connected, and all of them are sexually driven all the time. They want to see stupid bullshit like this.
Yeah, it is.
So if you have half of a percent of people who want to see a fat dude eat two fucking hoagies, that's still like a decent population.
Yeah.
You just gotta find your market.
What the fuck was I telling that Dan Schneider story for?
As a segue, so we can start talking about feet.
That's right. Speaking of feet, I had an ingrown toenail that I cut out, and I got infected. So I cut it open, drained it out, but I cut it too much. Like I cut over the kind of fucking the wound, so I made the wound wider. So I got all the infection out, cleaned it up with that, but it still hurts, and I gotta keep fucking cleaning it because it's like a bigger wound now.
Because you cut your fucking toe.
I've been doing it for years. I just fucked up this time. I used to do it like constantly during football because fucking the cleats squeeze your feet, and they just fuck up. And your nails just like grow wrong. At least mine did. They stopped after I stopped having to put cleats on, but every once in a while you get one. You fucking let it grow a little too long. But it was always fun too, because you felt like a surgeon. Because you get the fucking... I used to have an X-Acto knife. Now I use a fucking razor blade. So it's a little bigger. It's a little bulkier. I think that's my problem. But the X-Acto knife was nice. It was like nice, intricate precision. Or incision, rather, not precision. Incision.
Incision.
It's a precise precision.
Precision.
Precision. You just get all that fucking nasty pus out. It's just like when you pop a zit. It's just like there's something satisfying about all that nasty fucking garbage coming out of your body.
Right.
It's cool to see. You clean it up. You dump just straight alcohol on it. A little fucking Neosporin. Bandage it up.
There you go.
That's clean living.
Good as new. I had a toe accident a couple months ago.
Oh!
On one of those, what is it called? A hoverboard?
Yeah. It's a Rasta board.
Yes, sure. And the toenail started flapping on my big toe. So
God damn.
I didn't want to pull it off because I was too scared. So I just waited for another toenail to grow in underneath it. And it popped off the first one. But now, come to find out, the new one is still flapping.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's just not connected then.
So you don't have a connector?
No, so it just flops all the time.
That's gross.
Every time I put on my sock, it almost peels off.
Ah!
I love it. This is really what people want to hear at this point.
I remember in 3rd grade, I think it was 3rd grade, 2nd or 3rd, we had a new kid come in. His name was Steven, I don't give a fuck. His name was Steven Weaver. He was a new kid, and he was kind of weird and a little bit funny. So he was like fucking popular with everyone. Something happened over like an Easter vacation, I think. It was a little later in the year, because he didn't come in like the beginning of the year. Anyway. But, so, it was a little vacation we had at that point. I don't remember. When I was fucking in school, we had vacations all the time. Much less now, which I think is shitty. Kids shouldn't have to fucking go to school fucking 6 months of the year or 9 months of the year, whatever it is. 6 months sounds a little better, I think. But they go for about 9, right? Because they get the summer off.
No, it's more than 9. I mean, you get.
I mean, without the break, I'm saying 9 months, and then the breaks sprinkled in there,
right.
which I think is too fucking much, frankly. Put them to work for some of that time, like not in a factory with their little hands, to get into the machines better, but like something. Teach them something. Put them in a fucking. Teach them how to cook.
Make shoes. No one makes shoes anymore.
Yeah, no one makes shoes anymore. Let our little guys make the shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, good, we're in Bath. I want to fuck someone up here. Let's go into the town so I can find someone to fight.
There's no one left in Bath.
Someone that lives in this town scratched my ear in a wrestling tournament fucking 20 years ago. I want revenge. I demand satisfaction. But
bad name.
so something happened. I don't know. Something fell on his thumb, and the nail fucking came off. Or it slowly came off like over the next couple of weeks after we'd come back from vacation. And it's like everyone's like, let's see your nail. And he'd pull the Band-Aid off and just lift it up. It's like fucking the grossest thing. But we couldn't, we had to look, had to see it every day. What's it look like? And then it came off. We're like, whoa! I think he pulled it off too in class.
Yeah.
It's just the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Now if a little kid shows me a nail like that, I'll just fucking hit him. You don't know who I am. You shouldn't be talking to me.
Go make shoes. Anyways, you want to talk about movies now?
Eventually.
What they came here for?
Let's do a long show. Fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Fuck my fans.
Who are they?
Fuck my viewers and friends. I don't care. This is a special edition. We'll get to what we get to. We're yapping.
Yeah, man.
But then years later, this kid, I remember, I think we were 10th or 11th grade at that point. He did that fucking thing. He stuck his tongue to the flagpole in the winter.
Yep.
Bro, that
seriously fucks him up.
It fucked his tongue
It really fucks
up.
him up. Yeah.
Like,
There's no
he was out of school for like 2 weeks. He couldn't talk.
Fuck.
Like, he came back and they tried to they had a wrap on it. Like, that's how was that staying on?
It was actually just a rapper from Big Red.
Actually, it was Eminem.
Okay, I see.
Idiot.
What's the longest time you ever had a Big Red rapper on your tongue?
That was never a thing for us. What we did was, when I was a dumb kid, Big Red was still with the foil wrapper.
Yeah.
So you'd lick the inside, like the white side of it, and then you'd stick it to your head.
Okay.
And it had nothing to do with the I don't know, if just whatever the white paper was. It had nothing to do with the foil, because it wasn't like the foil wasn't being heated.
Right.
It's just cinnamon fucking extract.
Yeah.
Like really just stuck to that paper. So when you licked it and stuck it to your head, it just it set your head ablaze. You used to have a big fucking red rectangle on your head for the next week. There was that, and the other thing I remember kids would do, just how the fuck did it happen? It's like, I think they would rub an ice cube, or they'd put an ice cube on their hand or whatever the fuck, and then dump ice on it, or dump salt on it rather.
Okay.
And that reaction, basically the same way you make that, they take you have to make that retarded ice cream in 5th grade, the old-fashioned way. It would that chemical reaction would just burn through your skin.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was to the point where we almost not an assembly, but over the announcements in the morning, they went, listen, stop doing this. It's fucking dangerous. It's not a little joke. This, you're burning your skin.
That's amazing. Wow. I don't remember that at all.
This was I think I was in 6th grade. So this would have been 2004.
Wow.
So you were in kindergarten. That's almost
No, I
true,
wasn't.
right?
No.
No, you're like second grade.
Yeah, something like that.
Because I think
Yeah.
you guys were getting out of 4th when I was getting out of 7th. Or no, when I was getting out of 8th. John was getting out, because that's when we had that fucking... That's
Yeah,
when
if
Connie
you were in
Draper
eighth,
got...
I'd be in 4th.
Yeah, that's when Connie Draper had the eggs dumped on her. We're not going to tell that story today. I'll tell that with John.
That's so good.
We'll do a story. We'll do a fucking pod with John. John pod.
John.
But anyway...
Speaking of pods, I didn't realize until just a couple weeks ago how the Tide Pod Challenge was actually supposed to be done.
Yeah, go ahead, because I don't know what you're talking about either.
Do you know what it is?
I know what the Tide...
Sure.
I didn't know it was a challenge. It's just, eat one.
No, so here's the challenge. It's actually quite nuanced. The Tide Pod has 2 different pockets
Right.
for 2 different liquids.
Right.
One of which is highly toxic and will fuck you up immediately.
Sure.
The other,
Slowly
not so
fuck you
much.
up.
It actually won't fuck you up at all.
Tops never stops, saving you more.
Yeah, so one of the liquids won't fuck you up. So the challenge is to bite it hard enough to squirt the liquid that won't kill you, but don't pop the other one.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I just eat one. Doesn't get it? Challenged.
Right.
Ah! Ow.
Oh, it's a very nuanced, sophisticated game.
My tummy, tummy, tum. My tummy, tummy, tum. My tummy, tummy, tum, 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 tum. Come on.
Yeah.
I hope I die. Oh, a Save-A-Lot. They don't have. They got rid of Mountain Holler.
They got
didn't
rid of Mountain Holler. They got rid of Bubba. They got rid of Jay Higgs. Jay Higgs was my fucking...
Jay Higgs
He was my
chips were-
grandfather. This man...
He was everyone's grandfather. They had the fucking best buffalo. Actually, Erica told me they got rid of Jay Higgs because she was like, where did you guys always get those buffalo wing chips? Yeah, these Save-A-Lot is Jay Higgs.
Yep.
That's right. They were fucking delicious.
Or the fucking cheese crackers, like Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Oh, my Jay Higgs cheese bits.
Well, listen, those to me tasted exactly the same as a Cheez-It. So
No, they're way less baked.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like them baked more. I like the
Like the
darker
extra crispy.
ones. Yeah. Which Cheez-It actually makes the dark ones. I don't buy them. I don't like Cheez-Its that much.
How
Like-
genius. I looked at the GPS and said 2 hours.
Son of a bitch. Guys, we're back. I don't know when this cut off. I've never
To stay on I-86 West.
I've never had to record, obviously everything I do is fucking live from StreamYard because I'm fat and lazy. So I've never actually had to do any recording work. The thing cuts off after an hour, so I don't know how much we missed. But
Let's give them a quick summary.
so we toenails,
Jay Higgs,
gargoyles,
gargoyles.
Serbia.
Yep. I think they're caught up.
Yep. All right. So we're just fucking start talking about little movies, little horror movie action here. What do you look for? Like what in something that's gonna be like, oh fuck, I'll watch this. Like what grabs you?
Yeah, so first in the genre, I start with, to me, the classic divide. First, the supernatural, mystical, spooky, unrealistic bullshit that's just, or the bone-chillingly realistic.
Yeah.
Think, kind of Halloween versus...
They got
Nightmare
every
on Elm
kind of
Street.
vehicle now.
Yeah, fucking...
We're in New York, so in Jersey it's just like all the state troopers are like just like in SUVs or sedans. I've seen in New York, I've seen a sedan, the SUV, I've seen a Jeep, I've seen a fucking pickup truck, and now I've seen like a conversion van. What the fuck? It's sneaky shit and I don't like it. That Governor Meatball's gonna get a piece of my mind. Anyway.
Yeah, so back to it. You have that classic divide, right? The supernatural versus the bone-chillingly realistic.
Yeah.
And I've always favored the supernatural, weird, can't happen but will keep you up at night anyways.
Yeah.
Type of horror.
Yeah, I don't like those.
There's something... there's something much more visceral, I think, about, the crazed axe killers just fucking running around town. But to me, it just never grabbed me the same way. I like to be challenged. I like to think, and just the creative we should really just celebrate the creative different ways that people have thought about killing people. It's really neat, right?
Well, I think that's the slasher in many ways too.
Yeah.
Because all right, it's all right, they're supernatural because eventually, how many times are you going to kill these fucking guys? But the ways that the fucking, the effects guys come up with to kill these, innocent teens over and over and over is, as you said, to be celebrated.
Absolutely.
But, again, too, the different ways of the ghost story. The different ways that's been told over the years. Because it is the basic, same kind of, no, that's fake. Oh, fuck, no, it's not. Maybe it was. But,
And that's the thing. I think I'm a bigger fan of, like, old school slasher. I think, like, the Big Five, really.
Yeah.
And
what is the Big Five?
To me, it's, I think I'm counting, right? It's going to be Friday the 13th. It's Nightmare on Elm Street. It's Halloween. It's, the fuck.
You're only in 3, buddy.
What? Yeah, right. I would always put Texas Chainsaw in there.
Okay.
And then, I guess 4. I miscounted there.
I'd go with 4. I mean, the Chainsaw fucking franchise is kind of shit. Like, the first 2 are good.
Yeah.
I mean, and the original is iconic. It's, fucking perfect in every way. But the second one's a lot of fun. It's a totally different feeling,
absolutely.
But after that, they're just like hit and miss, and just kind of there's pieces that are, I like this about that one.
Yep. Right. Oh, 5, Scream. It's not classic, but I think it falls into the conversation. In terms of classic fucking.
I thought maybe you were going to throw, because even Hellraiser I would kind of fight you on.
Yeah.
But I'll go with Scream. I'll give you Scream.
I think it belongs.
Because I don't think Hellraiser are slashers. Like, it's just like, did they have an iconic guy?
Yeah.
But like, if you fucking Leprechaun, I was gonna open your door and push you out of the car.
Right. So.
And I'd give you Child's Play if you threw that in there too. But I'd say that's probably maybe a second tier.
Yeah, that's fair. Right. So, anyways, we have that first demarcation here. Secondly, it becomes about the plot, and in this vein of movie, really, I think the simpler the better sometimes. I don't want to fucking, and that's a problem you see with a lot of these really big budget Hollywood blockbusters in the genre, where just so many fucking plot points and you have to remember everything that's happening, so it really takes you off of the edge of your seat, because you have to back up and think about a lot of what's going on, and that's fine. It's a totally different take on this classic fucking art form, but it takes away that edge for me. I want to know, okay, there's a bad guy, and I have to defeat him, and I know how, but first I have to fucking accomplish it. That's the only thing on my mind, and everyone's going to get fucking murdered along the way, and it's going to be, like we talked about already, it's super creative, the ways that they can take a simple plot, here's a bad guy, go kill him, and make it a really in-depth thing, and you'll get your twists and turns along the way. Surely, one try fails, and you try something else, whatever. But it's really just a beautiful simplicity that I look for. So you put those 2 criteria together, and you get this, and really it boils down to, as corny as it sounds, that like classical good versus evil thing. Here's some good people who did nothing wrong, and then there's just a force of pure fucking evil. And I like that it takes away that human condition, because it's always super neat to get into the psychology of why someone is doing something. Why is this dude going around fucking killing everyone in town? Right. But sometimes I don't want that. I want to just think, all right, there's evil, and it's just fucking bad for the sake of bad.
Well, and there's a juxtaposition in there, the slashers too. They talk about where the supposed pure evil is actually just, completely right morality, and only the drunk doing, sex having, miscreants are the ones that are going to get killed, and the virtuous one is going to be the one to save the day. It takes pure good to beat pure evil. Right. But
and
which again,
it's
like,
tropey.
that's, and it's tropey, and it's that guy, like John Carpenter and Halloween, like that, they threw that in there, like the critics and stuff. That wasn't his intention, at least, what I'll say, as far as he'll say now, is it's a movie. I put the places and things and everything, and I wrote it, and I said to them, do this, and they did this, and then I had a man record it, and I got paid.
Yeah.
That's,
right.
you know. But, you know, like they put the critics and shit, they put like fucking, they read into it. And,
Yeah.
oh, this is good and evil. And then
Right.
it's about repressed femininity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's so funny. You see that in all literature. Like, look at how many fucking people have advanced degrees just studying Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Maybe the dude
Who
was
was-
just writing about like a wizard on an island.
Oh, it was just a fruit with a fucking quill pen.
Right. Right.
I've got nothing else to do. Iambic pentameter.
Right.
And I'll shove this vase in my ass. I don't know iambic
That would
pentameter.
have been really nice though.
Fucking, if I could just like roll something
Right.
off like that. I'm not that good. That's why this is like a 5th-rate podcast.
That's gonna take you up to 4th rate.
Yeah, once I get it.
It's all about that pentameter.
So,
Yeah.
So I like that you actually did. I fucking brought this up to you, and you actually did go into it and do a little homework.
Yeah. Absolutely.
More so than I did, unfortunately. Which,
Someone's got it.
you know, I don't fucking. This is still. I'll say this: the best podcast I've done so far. The best show I've done. You know,
All
because-
of me.
all because of you. There's someone in real time I can fucking shoot back and forth with, which is nice.
Yeah.
Like I like the live chat. It's fun, but there's that lag, and I gotta kind of like
Right.
hem and haw and wait for people to fucking shoot shit into me.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And sometimes it feels a little alienating.
Yeah.
When it's a conversation like this,
Yeah.
a good podcast is one in which you can kind of put yourself into the shoes of one of the
Right.
interlocutors.
Right.
In my opinion, at least. But when you lose that, or you kind of lose that when it's just a conversation between two people and you don't hear the whole thing.
Mhm.
It's just like replies to comments.
It's like, well, I gotta say, oh, well, fucking Shusham24 says,
Yeah, right.
Al from Russia Mysterious.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember on your last one.
Shout out to Al from Russia.
Yeah.
Al from Philly, by way of Russia, through the movie Suspiria. He changed his name a lot. That's what I'm getting at.
Never know who it really is. Anyways, you want to hear my favorites?
Yeah, let's go. What you got, top 5?
Yeah, I got top 5 for you.
Hit me with 5.
In no order.
Oh.
Or no, all right, we'll order.
Nah, just whatever you got. I don't want to make you work too hard.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I
Well, fuck
am
it.
doing all the heavy lifting here.
let's. Fuck it, shoot it out there. We'll.
Yep. All right.
Number
we'll start
5.
with the least controversial one between the two of us.
Okay.
Return.
Return of the Living Dead, of course.
Yep. Has to be.
Got to.
on the
I mean, look, yes, it's my favorite movie.
list. Right.
I don't expect everyone to feel that way. But if it's not fucking one of their favorite movies,
There's something wrong in the fucking.
I can't be around you.
Yeah.
It's fucking, to me, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It handles the comedy and the horror like with a seriousness.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking make fun of the horror, and it doesn't and it doesn't.
And it doesn't dilute the comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, there's not like fucking whoopee cushion noises and shit like that thrown in there. Like that's why the second one, I grew up watching it, Return of the Living Dead Part 2. I don't fucking like it that much as an adult, but I won't say I hate it.
Right.
Because I did grow up assuming that it was a joke title. Return of the Living Dead, which
Right.
automatically implies that there was, a first one.
Yeah.
Even though it's in no way, shape, or form connected to Romero.
Right.
But then it's part 2. So it's like, what is it, the 4th?
Right. Did they go away
Is it
again?
is it a square root?
Right.
Pardon me. I should get a cough button for this. I don't hear that, but I won't.
But yeah, I just think it's absolutely gold.
Yeah.
Start to
And I think the effects are great, other than the fucking skeleton coming out of the grave.
Right.
And the characters are fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Linnea Quigley's a fucking dime. I mean, I know I'm fucking kind of stealing the thunder here, but
No,
I've
your
not really
movie, man.
fucking talked about this movie
Yeah.
on my show. And I watched it, I don't know, in 9th grade, I think, for the first time. It was the first time I saw this one, and I realized this existed.
Yeah. 'Cause, yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know, because I said, oh, zombies can't run. They have to walk.
Right.
It's the only way. Dawn of the Dead remake is stupid. And I still don't like how fast they run.
Yeah.
Like, they run like superhuman speed. I don't buy that. I don't like that. But that they can run at, you know, normal human speed. And they've not shown it in any of the sequels or anything, at least as far as I know, but their bodies are still breaking down once they're reanimated.
Right.
So, like, to watch them, you know, run, and Romero did this a little bit, I think, over time. Like, the body was, the locomotion was still there, but yeah, the muscles and tissue and shit would start falling off. They wouldn't move as they would normally, you know, slowly fucking just turn into goop.
Right.
But I like that, and I like the fact that you can't kill them. Like, short of completely destroying, you know, every bit about it. Because to me, that adds an element of fucking horror, first off.
Yeah.
You know, you can't fucking... Cause it's not just, shoot them in the head, it's good, we're good. So you can't kill these fucking things. What are we going to do?
Burn them and make more.
Yep. Get that fucking trioxin back in the sky. Oh, acid rain, baby. But... You know, there's a sense of dread. That was the word I was looking for.
Absolutely.
Dread.
Right.
You know,
and you really feel that, I think. And this is what makes it, in my opinion, so good. You really feel, just in the beginning here, when Freddy and I forget the dude's name, the warehouse clerk,
fucking Jesus, Ernie's the
Ernie. Yeah,
Ernie's
right.
Balmer.
Yep. So
fucking
Bert.
Bert.
So when they're in the fucking warehouse...
It's Frank. Frank and Freddy.
Okay.
Bert is Clue Gallagher.
Yeah, okay.
Shit. Why did I not know that?
Well, anyways, here we are.
I'm tired.
These guys hanging out in the warehouse, and like the half dog starts fucking freaking out. And then the actual corpse gets
cadaver.
up. Yeah, the cadaver, right. And just the absolute dread that they're feeling is amazing. It's so...
I hit it in the goddamn head!
Yeah, right. So easy to
sounds sore!
Yeah, man.
But, and then, to me, it's like fucking, the movie ends the way life ends.
Yeah,
fucking shittily. Like, that's like, to me, it's the way that I fucking feel life goes. Life sucks and then you die.
Yeah.
Right. Like, you get, fucking zombie invasion, you know, fucking zombie outbreak, and then, you know, conclusion. I won't give it away for someone who hasn't watched it, but if you haven't, stop the podcast now and watch the fucking movie. Like, I don't care that you don't finish the episode. Come back and finish it. Go watch this movie now.
Absolutely. It's that good. Also, I love, talking about the ending, that's another trope that I love in these movies. When, in the end, it's the evil that wins.
Yeah.
Like, for me, this is funny. So a couple months ago, we went and saw Friday the 13th Part 1. Right? Yes. And I've seen the movie several fucking times, or at least I thought I saw the whole movie, but I could have sworn, and I was totally surprised, that it ended when Jason drags her into the lake at the end. And I didn't know there was that little bit where she wakes up in the hospital.
Right.
I didn't know that was there, and I always thought that was the coolest fucking ending.
Yeah.
Right? Just evil one. I thought that was great. So,
but it didn't win. But I should have brought the box set up.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I didn't. I'm sorry that I didn't. But there's
that's right.
They found, you know, like fucking the effects guy, I guess, had the cassette of like outtakes, like an extended version of her death at the beginning of the second one.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking cool. Like, that was like one of like the marquee extras, like, as they were advertising it.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking so cool to see it.
Nice.
It wasn't good enough to put back in the movie, unfortunately, because they had to take the cassette and bake it.
Okay.
Like, put it in an oven.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's not like a...
Wow.
That's not just a term.
Right.
So they could get the fucking footage of. I don't know the whole scientific process behind it, but it's not just like movie speak. They literally put it in a hot box.
That's fucking cool.
But anyway, so what's number 4?
Also, it's not in an order. If it
well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
2
from the same franchise. First one is Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors.
Fucking love the movie.
That's been my favorite of that franchise for a long time.
Yeah, it's
so this is. Was this a tie with another one in the franchise? Or?
Yeah. I don't know how you feel about this, but we'll see. I fucking love A New Nightmare. I love
like
how meta it gets.
I'll say this: short of Freddy's Dead, and even that one, I don't have any strong negative opinion towards. I don't dislike a movie in that. That's my favorite horror franchise. Nightmare on Elm Street. I used to like A New Nightmare a lot more than I do now. It's lost. I couldn't tell you. My tastes have changed, I guess.
Yeah.
It's lower on my rankings than it used to be. And I'll say this: depending on the day, Dream Warriors loses a place.
Yeah. To what?
Part 2.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, but we'll get to that another time.
Fair.
So Part 3.
Yeah.
What do you like about it? Like, what's some of the kind of the standout moments or theories and shit?
See, I like that.
I forgot you had to move over here.
Yeah. I like that you have what seems to be a more mass shared dread, right? Everyone knows what the fuck's happening.
Yeah.
It's not just like in part 2, it's just what's his lips for
Jesse.
a while. Yeah, Jesse, and he's possessed, and for a while, for like half the fucking movie, it's just him fighting this battle, which is cool. In the third one, you have this much more shared communal fear,
Right.
And the interplay between these characters and their interactions with Freddy, I think, super cool. Something you don't necessarily see in the first 2.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Because even in the first one, where it is spread out across, we find out it's spread across all 4 of them.
Yeah.
We're seeing. Right. I don't feel like Johnny Depp was actually dealing with any of this shit until like he got told about it.
Yeah.
Like you get the impression that right off the bat, Tina and Nancy both would have dreams about him.
Right.
And then you find out after Tina dies that Rod was also having these dreams, or right before she dies, rather, after they get done fucking.
Right.
But I don't know if it got cut out or it was something Wes Craven didn't think about. But you don't know if fucking Johnny Depp was dealing with this shit until he, dealt with his demise. But but they didn't really talk about it. It's like, oh, I think I saw that same guy.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of dropped it.
Right.
And with this one, it's like, well, what the fuck does this guy want? Who is he? What the fuck?
Absolutely. Right.
And then Nancy's there to go, here's fucking...
Here's everything. Have fun.
Missy explains it all.
Yeah.
Clarissa explains it all. That was a Nickelodeon show from the 90s. Melissa Joan Hart.
With Dan Schneider?
I think this is pre-Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
This is when it was still a safe place to work as a child.
And have feet.
Yeah. You can have feet. Cannot feel fucking...
We should mention, in case that got cut off, we talked about feet for a very long time.
We talked about Dan Schneider for too long.
Yeah.
And then the feet that he likes.
Not enough.
Yeah, not enough foot action.
Yeah. That'll be episode 8. It's just going to be talking about feet.
Yeah.
Our favorite feet and why.
Yeah. I don't have a 7
This is
title. Well, this is number 7. I don't
This is
have
number 7.
7 title.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
We'll figure it out.
We got time.
We got time.
We have no timeline. It's been 40 days. Fuck it. We can take another 40
I'll
days.
take 40 more. You'll get an episode when you get it, motherfucker.
That's the title. All right. So, also number 3, the fucking soundtrack.
Yeah, Dockin', man.
Yeah,
Into the Fire, Dream Warriors.
Yeah.
Even the incidental fucking music, the actual composition, which I'm not, like, a lot of horror fans get into that, like they'll buy the vinyls of the whole, like, the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, really, yeah.
And it's fine for them. If they like it, it's cool, but it's not my thing. I'm not a musician.
Right.
And like, if I want to hear the soundtrack, I'll just watch the movie.
Sure. Yeah, 2 for 1.
But but I like when a movie has a sound like with legit songs.
Yeah.
Like Freddy's Dead my favorite thing about that movie is the soundtrack that came out for it.
Yeah.
It's Goo Goo Dolls and
Nice.
Chub Rock and fuck, who else? Iggy Pop.
Nice.
But anyway,
Yeah. And then A New Nightmare. I just love that they realize, okay, we have created the most fucking one of the most trippy, menacing, and infamous characters in the supernatural horror genre. How do we take it one step farther? And they do. And to me, it's a fucking raging success.
I always like that part. He's like, hey, you know how Freddy's fake? Nah.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You're like, psych.
Yeah.
But I don't like how much they changed his look.
Yeah.
I don't like that fucking
But
leather
from what I've
pants.
read, and I'm sure that you know more, but
Yeah.
that was kind of a change in order to get back to what Craven originally
Sure.
intended for him to look like.
And to me, it's more the clothing. I don't like the fucking like the trench coat.
Right.
I don't like the leather pants.
Yeah.
You know, I like the new glove.
Yeah.
Because it's a little more, and that sounds about right. Fucking sounds a little, because when Craven was coming up with the weapons, I want something like primal, like an animal's claw.
Yep. Right.
You know, and it being that it's kind of like fucking bone, and that doesn't jive. It doesn't sound right anyway.
Yeah.
I like fucking the kid. I can't think of his, Miko Hughes. He's a great child actor. I don't know what he does now necessarily, but I almost think he's acting in like fan films, like Nightmare on Elm Street. He's just kind of fucking around like that's that's.
Okay.
He doesn't act for a living anymore.
Yeah.
But I think he did enough work as a child that he's got
He's probably
residuals. And,
yeah. Right. Royalties for life.
You know, he does conventions, I think. But you know, he's not one of those. I don't talk about that. Like he's very, from what I see, anyway, he's very happy to fucking talk about. You know, like he's like, I'd love to talk about Pet Cemetery, but I was 2. I don't remember anything.
Right.
You know, I was like, I have no fucking. I don't know. Like other than the fact you're showing me that I did it, I would never know.
Right.
But
Man, what a sweet life that must be for child actors who have played roles as kids so young that they didn't even remember playing.
yeah, right.
And now they're fucking set for life. Think of like the kid. This is the one that immediately springs to mind. Think of the kid that played young Harry Potter in the first one when they flash back.
Or
to
the baby.
Yeah. Fucking loaded.
Yeah.
You know? Fuck. Yeah, that kid's rolling in it probably, you know?
I think after a while, I don't know how fucking the residuals and shit where it's sagging and all that, but like, because then they talk about like, you know, like Jack Nicholson only agreed to do Batman because he got points for the movie.
Okay.
So I don't know if, I think he gets, you know, a profit, like right off the profits, not off the residuals. So for every fucking ticket, he gets fucking 2%.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Something like that. I think that's what that is. I'm fucking stupid, so I don't know for sure.
I was
fair.
reading about one.
Fuck you.
Fuck, I was reading about one a couple weeks ago, and this was just atrocious. Maybe it was like Robert Downey Jr. in the first Iron Man got 15% of. Don't quote me on this. It's probably not this. There's like 15% of ticket sales.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
And
his gross is $1 billion almost. Jesus.
And that's it. Like sometimes actors, I think this is gonna fucking work out. Don't pay me a dime.
Yeah.
Give me the points.
Absolutely.
That's what Nicholson. Don't give me a buck.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, it takes balls to do that. I
yeah.
respect that, you know? That's
So,
a
yeah,
huge
well, I mean,
investment
when
in
you're
yourself.
Jack Nicholson, you can afford to fucking.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so when this movie fucking pops off, I'm gonna be loaded.
Yep.
More so. Get me a box of cocaine.
Anytime you pick the box.
I can afford it.
So number 4, one that you recently introduced me to. The last 2 that I have here, new in my catalog, and I fucking love both.
All right.
You wanna take a guess?
I'm gonna say Blood Rage.
Oh fuck, dude! I forgot about it. Blood Rage, shit, that should be on here. That's number 6. That might even be. Oh fuck, great movie. Blood Rage, good call, man. Oh, fucking fitting for the time of year almost.
Yeah, that's one thing I did do when I was doing my extracurriculars. I did watch Blood Rage.
Good. It's a real annual tradition.
I have Blood Rage and some ribs.
Some people watch the Macy's Parade.
Yeah.
We watch Blood Rage. That's a great film.
Put
Good
things
call.
up. Well, you don't put anything up your nose. Your nose is pristine.
It is.
I'm jealous of you. I want a new nose. The Huey Lewis song. I want a new nose. One that breathes when it should. One that won't. Something. I'm not a parody guy. One that won't make me nervous. Wondering what to do. I'm not gonna sing the whole song.
Yeah, that's okay.
I love that song. I love
that
Huey.
song.
Huey Lewis is great. Anyway, so I was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to take another guess, but I kind of just want you to reveal it
Yeah.
because I was wrong.
The fourth one on our list is Reanimated.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I forgot. Because I think I fell asleep like a nana.
Yeah, you
I didn't get through much of that one the second time, but
Great fucking film.
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. It's over the top.
Yeah.
You little headless cunnilingus.
Right. Yeah, and up until, really up until the point where this dude's head is detached from his body, it's like, okay, this is almost scientifically believable.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah, there's like a vague.
Yeah. Right.
And then it's okay. Come on now.
But at that point, once it makes that turn,
Yeah.
I'm already 100% invested.
You're
and I
invested, and it
fucking
just
love it.
fucking goes off the rails.
Yeah,
And
absolutely, totally fun. The ending, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so that's a very good one. That's super high up there. But maybe let's move on to the last one. I don't know if you've seen it. Probably you've seen everything.
If it's a new one, if it's a newer one,
It's new, and
I've probably stolen it and haven't watched it because I'm trying to watch older.
It's new, and it is totally different from anything we've talked about before. It's a movie that took me by surprise for many reasons, but the most significant one was the main actor. So I thought I recognized this guy. For the first 7 minutes, I'm like, who the fuck is this? I know this guy. He looks exactly like this other dude, but I don't think it's really him because I know he doesn't do this, right? At least I didn't think he did. And then I saw the Coca-Cola tattoo and knew that it really was CM Punk.
You watched this movie?
And I fucking love Girl on the Third
Girl
Floor.
on the Third Floor? I
Yeah.
have not watched it. I've
You
not
should.
taken that plunge.
It's fucking
Because
good.
my friend fucking Aaron Goins told me it sucked.
Well,
So I kind of took his opinion. He just didn't like it.
Yeah.
He doesn't like CM Punk.
yeah.
He's got the whole wrestler thing where, rightfully so, he thinks CM Punk's kind of a fucking conceited asshole.
Yeah, that's very true.
You can't disagree with him, but
Right. No, dude, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. And it might just be, biased because it was so recent, so fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
But it might actually crack my top 5. And even if it doesn't, it's just fun to talk about something contemporary.
fucking
right?
yeah, man.
It's really, really good. And one of the things I like most about it, without spoiling anything for you, it takes a turn where the person you root for slowly but surely becomes the person you root against. And it's really fun.
Okay.
It's a cool little twist. You think like, oh yeah, this person will get past this or grow past, overcome this. And you just totally
Nope.
succumb. Yeah,
Life.
It's really great.
It's just like life.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's fucking.
Yeah. No, and
So-
it's super corny. Sometimes you get the fucking the tropey Catholic priest from across the
boy.
way who comes and says this house is evil. It's just a fun new haunted house movie. It really is.
So I definitely understand the recency bias thing though, because the first time I watched Scream 4,
Yeah.
you could not convince me that wasn't the best the best Scream movie.
Yeah.
And the best fucking horror movie period that had come out since 1990.
Right.
I was just fucking gung-ho about everything about that.
Yeah.
Mostly because I wanted to fuck the Hayden Panettiere, the blonde, in the movie. I think her name's Kirby.
Okay.
She's fucking hot.
Yeah.
That girl's been. I remember. I don't fucking remember what sites I was on. It's oh, there's a countdown. She was one of those countdown until she's 18
right.
type girls. But so I was reading. I was on the internet looking at wrestling sites, going, oh fuck, she's my age, or she's a couple years older than me still. So she's just hot. I don't have to be gross about it. But then fucking she's in this movie, and in the movie she's like a horror buff.
Yeah.
And a hot chick horror. Listen, sometimes a lot of times it's definitely a stereotype, and it's kind of the rules in real life that most female horror fans are kind of ugly fatties. Or they're just too hot and they're out of your range. Fuck them.
Right.
I guess that's just everyone. Real life is just a bunch of girls that are ugly fatties or they're too hot for you. There's never one that's like in your range. There's like where you're like, okay, yeah, this is good. You're not an ugly fatty, but you're not too hot for me. Because I couldn't date a girl that was too hot. I couldn't be fucking Kevin James in King of Queens. I couldn't just be like the fat oaf for the hot wife.
Right.
My brain couldn't deal with it.
Why not? What wouldn't click?
What is it? What are you doing? Who's looking at you?
It's unnatural.
And then also too, and not even like jealousy. What are you doing? Why are you here? Why me?
Yeah, you just immediately.
What do you want?
Right.
What do you want?
Right.
You bitch. I'm gonna put you in a fucking tub of acid. Teach you a lesson. A permanent lesson. Melt your bones.
Right. And then you'll be the one that's too hot.
Yeah. Because I'll be on the run for the law.
Yeah.
Town of Friendship. This is where the fucking. Do you remember the prison break a couple years ago?
With, Bucky Phillips?
No, that's like fucking 40 years ago.
Yeah, well, earlier you said 20 years ago for when you were in high school.
Yeah, well, that was in high school when I was 8. I was 8 then. No, this was like 2015, I think.
Okay.
It was Clinton Correctional Facility, which is up this way, but they got out, they broke out. There was 2 guys. One of them was fucking one of the ladies. I think she was either a nurse. I think she was a nurse. So she helped them fucking break out, and get a car and all that shit. Like the accoutrement for prison escape.
Right.
So they got out, and they got fucking all the way up here, Friendship, New York. The one got shot and killed, I think, and the other one got wounded, I believe. It's funny because I always get reminded of it. They did a Law and Order episode where it was like 2 different kind of sex pests broke out together, and like they were vaguely linked because so there's this one like rapist, murderer, and then the other guy was just like a kind of a weirdo, but he was a medical examiner for the state. Where else would he fucking be a medical examiner for? But I think he copycatted one of the big rapists. I do it a lot because I like it. He copycatted one of his things and tried to get it fucking tagged down or whatever. It's a whole, who cares? So they just like did that, and they ended up in the same prison, and the evil rapist made the other one. Well, the other one wasn't a rapist. The other one was just a murderer, I guess. So the rapist murderer forced the just murderer to help like break out together.
Yeah.
And they had a girl who the guy had actually fucking gotten to when he was on trial.
Okay.
So she was a juror.
Yeah.
She made a pie with a file in it or some shit. So it wasn't that convoluted. Like it was like a keys or a knife. I don't know, but it wasn't like that cliche. But to be a file.
Yeah.
But I think it was like the cake. The cake wasn't even for him. It was to offer to the guards, and the guards passed out or some shit. I don't remember. But it just always reminds me because like that's ripped from the headlines of Clinton Correctional Facility escape.
And where is that?
Somewhere up here. I don't know. I don't know what fucking town it is exactly. It's not Attica, I'll tell you that. That's a much higher fucking...
Yeah, you ain't getting out of there. Right?
Nope.
I always thought that for people who break out of prison, you should, if they catch you, they should send you back, but that should be it.
And it should be a spanking.
Yes, exactly. If you commit more crimes, if you fucking murder someone when you broke out, be tried for another murder. But if you're just trying to break out of prison, you should go back and face
nothing. You just put them back in.
Yeah, try again. Yep.
I agree. I like that.
Yeah. It adds more sport to it, I think.
And that's it.
That's what we need more.
And that's what we shouldn't be in charge of fucking those procedures. Because that's dangerous. It's all right, guys, try to get out.
We would have much more secure prisons, I think.
You think so? Well, I guess because we'd see what they're doing to get out and fix it. They trial it, but also, how many do you think would just get out and not get caught?
Doesn't matter.
You know, and just start murdering.
That's fine.
And also, yeah, the ones that murder, so we try them again, but we let them out.
Yeah, well, we didn't let them out. They just got out.
We let them out.
No, we didn't. They just got out.
But,
and, I mean, people, before COVID, people didn't live with fear. And that's a problem.
yeah, they did. They lived with all the fear. Fear in your mind, girl.
Okay.
That's what I swear is true.
No, dude, sometimes you just need a good fucking... You need the threat of a murderer to break it out. Come to your home.
I agree. I think, yeah, that
Really helps you
that's,
value
I mean,
the
to me,
people.
that's America.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ain't that America?
You and me,
Ain't that America?
something to see, baby.
You say the America part.
Ain't that America?
Prisoners escape
Ain't that America?
and visit your wife. Dan Schneider's feet. All right, I think we're gonna call this a day. It's been it's been more than an hour 40, but it's been an hour 40 that's definitely been recorded. So that's more than fucking you people deserve. I love you. I don't. It's a lie. Ben, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having
I know you don't have social media that you want people to know about. Like, it's just like a Facebook. Who cares?
Yeah.
You're not promoting anything.
The Scarecrow
I mean,
Show.
check
We're
out.
coming back.
Check
Yeah,
out.
let's pitch this real quick.
Oh fuck! Actually,
fucking-
yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to
Yeah, dude, big news.
let this out.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, exclusive. First, the world is hearing about it. Third Scarecrow album finally coming out. A whole bunch of new shit that mainly John has been working over COVID here, and he's just been toiling away, making some fantastic songs. Everyone I hear, I am a fucking absolute fan of. It's a really cool thing to be able to geek out to your own music, and he writes some fantastic shit. So it'll be out soon,
Yeah, man.
hopefully by the end of the year.
Fucking
Push
A.
it here, and you'll get the exclusive. Maybe you could even throw something on the end of this podcast.
Yeah, definitely. Fucking, maybe I can get a couple freebies to send out to some fans and do a little contest action.
Absolutely.
Fucking, when the time comes. But yeah, Scarecrow Show on YouTube, on Facebook, The Scarecrow Show. Check them out, give them a like, give them a subscription on it. You can check out, I think, their albums, the EPs, all that shit is on the YouTube channel. Some live performances. You get to see Ben fucking play live, which is the English language lacks the words to describe what it's like to see him play and fucking the way he moves around. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna finish up here. You can catch me Instagram at steaksauce66, Off the Grill podcast, something like that on Facebook. I don't care about Facebook. And Twitter, it's at Cool Penis Handjob. You see the spelling of that in the description, because I'm not going to spell it out because I don't remember. It's vaguely Indian looking. So just remember, Iris loves you.